They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I said no risk. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, Just for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for that. I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex slick then he with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Green Bay Packers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Davenport. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they give this time to the tailback. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Quick dash. Come. Hey, gun.
It's coming. We don't like 96. I got you.
They'll run on first down. Garvin. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. 59's Mike. I got you. Watch one. Mike, check.
On first down, Garvin. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
13. 96 is coming. We don't like 96. I'm going.
Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Throwing to start the drive. Davenport. It's complete to Diggs. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Davenport. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. Now, meanwhile, here's his 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
And he finds Safarian Jenkins. 21 yards there on third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Davenport. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Looking to throw. Davenport. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And now it's third down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that
one. And Diggs has it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Hey, pick your game up.
Right back to him on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 96, Mike 96. Check pass, check pass.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Three down. Mike 96, Mike 96. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. Second and 4. Going deep for Diggs. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
One, Omaha. Come on, switch it. Hey, gun. I got you. 96. You ain't doing nothing.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
11.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Garvin. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Mike, check, 59. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
On second down now, Garvin. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Here we go. 180. Check 65. It's 59. Mike to 59. They can't go. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. They hut. Watch the run. They hut.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Don't get nervous.
To throw again, Davenport. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Let's go.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Second and 3. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. A final shot before break. Davenport. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Stephon Diggs. As time expires in the first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now this will be the final play of the half, as with no time remaining, they'll try and add 2 more to the lead right before intermission.
Right there, 54, right there.
A final shot before break. Davenport. And it's going to be caught. Not sure why they went for 2, but they do get it. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
11. Set hunt. 96 is coming. Set hunt.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo.
You ain't going nowhere.
And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be taken at the 13. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Making the catch is Sternberger. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. On first down, Garvin. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hey, go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Here we go. 25, check 25.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Mike, check.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Running is Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Off the play fake, Davenport. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Watch the run, watch the run. Wide, get wide.
Garoppolo, quarterback sneak, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Gun.
They'll try and run for it. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Garvin, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different?
21.
You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down. Garoppolo now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 96 is coming.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Check, 47. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Back to throw. Davenport. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Safarian Jenkins has it. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Davenport going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Davenport. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Davenport. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Let's go now. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Davenport. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Davenport. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And it is 28-0.
Raiders 28, Packers 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here we go.
They're on 35-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. A big play that time for the Raiders. 44 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds Hopkins complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. On 4th down, Davenport. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game. And a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.